You're a man, you shouldn't cry. I feel like as a black man, we go through a lot.
Yeah. How have you taken care of your mental health?
If I don't exercise, like, I just go crazy.
Dating in this generation.
Nobody wanted to talk to me. I didn't want to talk to nobody.
People will be kind of looking at you sideways when you ski.
Is it because you're black?
Yeah.
My parents, they just trust me to handle the business I need to handle.
My mama had to break it down to him like, this is like getting drafted, you know, going D1 in education. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, yeah.
So I completely forgot to make an intro, but we are back with another Q&A, guys, and this one is with the man them. I figured I haven't really seen men talk about college as much, especially black men. So in this video, we're just going to be talking about their experiences at Stanford, how to handle the pressure of growing up, dating culture, and so much more. Lego. Unless...
Yeah, so this is my first guest appearance?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, period. Introduce yourself. Start by introducing yourselves. Let's say names, where you're from, and then your major. Cool.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I'm RJ. Sophia calls me Southward. I'm from Chicago, North Side though. And I'm a junior studying symbolic systems.
Period.
Alright, my name is Olamide. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, and my major is data science. Yeah.
Alright, go ahead, Quincy.
My name is Quincy. I'm a sophomore and I'm majoring in psychology, and I'm from Chicago.
Period.
Southside though. Southside.
My name is Samuel. I'm a sophomore majoring in human biology, and I'm from Southern California, South Bay of Los Angeles.
Period. Okay, why did you choose Stanford first of all? Why did you choose Stanford?
Honestly, I didn't even think I was going to apply to Stanford because it was just like, acceptance rate was so low. I just applied and like came out for admin weekend, and I feel like the California vibe is just crazy.
Yeah.
I just really fuck with it.
I would say Stanford was my top choice. I'm trying to remember why.
I was just about to say why.
I don't know. Well, I definitely wanted to come out to California regardless. I think that just like the fact that this place has a lot of opportunities, that's what mostly drew me here. So, yeah.
Yeah, for me it was the black excellence for me. I would definitely love that, like, when it came to Stanford, they have such a, like, you know what I'm saying, like, large database of black alumni that grew up and do so many great things that it was just like, I had to come here, you know? Be the next generation, you know, of leaders and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Like, compared to some of the other schools I visited and researched, Stanford definitely had the strongest community, which was like the strongest factor for why I chose it. Also, it being in California, it's just like, that's still close to home.
Yeah,
exactly. So it's like, it was everything I could have asked for, community-wise, academic-wise, people-wise, so yeah.
Okay. And has Stanford lived up to your expectations? You guys can
To me, it's honestly, it was unexpected, like kind of what I thought I was going to do versus like what actually happened. So like going in, I thought I was going to be data science. But then I realized that there's so much more to like that Stanford offers, and just like all the different, like, and being able to do like psychology and explore those interests, and like religion, like so many different things to explore. So it's been like really, I feel like I've had a lot of like personal growth, which I didn't expect. Like that wasn't kind of what's on my mind coming to college. It's been really good.
I would say it exceeded my expectations. I expected it to be hard, but it turned out to be even harder than I thought.
I thought you were going to say it turned out to be light work. I was like, what?
Nah.
I thought you were going to say it turned out to be easy.
But I would say, you know, other than like how hard the coursework is here, it's beautiful. So also that exceeded my expectations, because being from Newark is kind of gloomy sometimes. So, but you know, always going outside and it's sunny and stuff, even when like your classes got you stressed out and all, you know, you can at least just appreciate how your environment around you is just really nice and stuff. So yeah.
Like for me, coming from a low income background, I'm not gonna lie with you, I was very intimidated to come to an institution like this because of my background and just the culture that comes with a lot of the elite people here. But like I'm definitely excited and humbled that I was able to choose Stanford because I made so many friends. I made many lifelong collections. And I just really love a lot of the coursework that I am able to study here. So, and I definitely came in here as a political science major, but I swapped to psychology because political science is kind of boring. Like, it's so much readings, and it's just like, you get bored of that. So, explore your options.
Facts.
Yeah, I agree. I was definitely a little intimidated by the potential like elitist culture here, but I feel like I had the reverse effect. I felt like I found myself more here just because of the people I had the chance to speak with and interact with. The course load was more intimidating, and it being on the quarter system, transitioning from semester system, that was kind of hard because it just meant the pace was a lot faster. But like, I think it definitely taught me to be more disciplined and more accountable with myself, while also teaching me personal growth. So yeah, I'm grateful for that.
I'm gonna adjust the way we're sitting really quickly. Like, it's
You
just
it's
gravitating towards me. Like, what can I do? Okay, how did your parents react to you getting into Stanford?
Oh, I have a story.
Go ahead.
So, me and my friend Tommy Wall went to the same school. So we both applied, right? I wanted to apply first, and then he decided to copy me. I don't know why. But so okay, it comes the day of, decisions coming out, cause we both applied early. So I was at Costco when they came out. So when I was at Costco, he called me and he said he got in. I was like, shit, okay.
That's crazy.
But then when I told my mom that he got in, because we're also like family friends, my mom was like, oh, because what are the odds that two people who applied to Stanford from the same school get in? So I was just like, Ma, why you gotta do that? Like, I'm trying to like be happy. Like, this is my friend who got in, and I'm at Costco, so I don't know if I got in yet. So we rushed home after, and I'm like, all right, I'm about to open it. And I told my dad I'm about to open it, and he's like, okay, go open it. I'm just like, you don't want to record or nothing. You don't want to do nothing. He's like, bro, it's either you got in or not. Just go open it. So I'm like, okay. So I opened it, and I also got in. I was like, type shit. So I started celebrating and everything. I had actually sprained my ankle a few days earlier, so I don't know, some miracle happened. I started running. So,
That's God.
And then
That's God.
So then I'm running. I'm hugging my mom, hugging my sister, hugging my dad. Everybody in the family's excited. And then guess what my dad says? Why didn't you tell me I could have recorded? And I'm just like, bruh, I literally said I'm about to open it. I don't know, but anyway.
I'm kidding.
So it was really chill after getting in. Then we got here.
For me, my mom, she was too happy because college is not something very prevalent in my family, especially down those schools like Stanford. So for me, that was something big. Like, I was breaking generational curses in my family coming here and being successful here and thriving here. And yeah, it was big. My dad, he was proud of me, of course, but like, again, he didn't really understand the college process and like, like how good like Stanford was. So like, my mom had to break it down to him like, this is like getting drafted, going D1 in education. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, yeah. So.
That's true, though. That's a good analogy.
So my dad went here.
Oh.
So,
You didn't say that. You have never said that. Oh,
Well,
that's dope. That's dope.
yeah, but I honestly didn't think I was gonna get in. So just like it was like everyone was just happy. Yeah, I just had a cute little video. My dad was really into all the little college reaction videos, like even more than I was. So just recorded it. Like, yeah, it was a good time.
I don't know, it was a little different for me. Like, my relationship with my parents in school has always been like, they just trust me to handle the business I need to handle for my school. So college was just another aspect of that. It was just like, I was going through all my applications, applied to like 20-something schools. So like, Stanford was the last decision I opened. I applied regular decisions to all the schools. So in my head, I already thought I was going to go to a different school because I wasn't thinking much of Stanford. And then I opened it. I didn't tell anyone I was opening it either. Because I didn't think it was going to be anything special. And I opened it, I got the reaction, and I just paced around a bit, and then I tell my siblings, because my siblings, they know how big it is, so they were excited. And my dad knows a little bit more about it, so he was excited. It was different for my mom, because, my mom's Nigerian, she doesn't fully understand, like, like American culture, American education system.
She's just
that
glad
much.
you went to school. She's just
Yeah,
glad you're going to college.
Like, she's excited if I'm excited, kind of.
Oh, okay.
So, like, it was a big thing for me, my siblings, and then my dad, who understood it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
He was excited, so that was the experience for me.
All right. What is the biggest lesson you've learned about yourself since you've been here?
Yeah.
Y'all could think if you want. And this is not about me, so don't ask me the question.
Stanford definitely humbled me.
Yeah.
But like
Academically.
yeah, but I don't know. I usually thought that I was a humble person from like the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, this is not a lesson that I need, you
Yeah.
know. But I don't know. I guess I'm still finding myself, to be honest.
For me, it's definitely about community. Especially going to Stanford. Stanford only has like an 8% black population, and as a result of that, the people that you are around and that's who you surround yourself around, that's really like your community. And that's really who you're supposed to look out for. Growing up for me, community, I always heard the saying that it takes a village to really raise someone. And coming here, your friends, the people that you surround yourself with, your community is your village.
Right.
And you're supposed to look out for them just like how they're supposed to look out for you. And it really helps going to an institution like, here, because it allows you not only to be successful, but it allows you, when you have failures, you have a team that's there to, pick you up and to motivate you to strive for greatness. So
I know I said I'm not answering, but I think that's it for me too. Like, I didn't realize how important community was until going to college, and you just like fail a midterm and there's like your family's not there or whatever. So it's like, it's really about the people that you're around. So I have to actually like put effort into those relationships. Yeah. You know?
I don't really know.
He's an introvert.
I'm an introvert. One thing that I'm realizing now is that very thing is like, I think I was looking for like my, close ride or die, like lifelong kind of friends. But just even the people that you do have in your life are good. There's like good peoples here, and just like nurturing those relationships. I feel like I also learned that like not everything has to happen for a reason. I feel like we like to say that like, oh, everything happens for a reason.
Facts.
But you don't have to like understand everything that's going on. You can just
that's valid.
yeah.
For me at Stanford, and like the personal lesson I took away from it, is also Stanford teaches you to remind yourself of your why a lot. Like, what's your reason, and like what makes you you, and like not losing that is very important to keep going. Especially because you see all these like super fancy people with all these accolades. You feel like their light makes your light dim, but your light is just as bright as theirs, just in its own unique way. And I think over the past 2 years, I've kind of found that unique light I have, and just keeping that based on my why and my community, and also having the community here at Stanford allows me to still remind myself of that why. So I'm appreciative of that community that's here for that.
And now when it comes to nurturing friendships, I'm interested in how you guys would do that. Like what do you do to nurture friendships on campus?
Yeah, some of y'all need to like give me advice on that because I feel like half the time it's like, oh yeah, let's get lunch. Like, yeah, we haven't talked in a while. Let's get lunch.
Yeah.
That shit kind of gets kind of tiring.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah, I don't like. Bro, I wish more people played Madden, bro. Cause like that would
like the game.
The game, yeah. Cause that's like I love that. Just talking, just hanging out, playing Madden. So I wish more stuff like that was available. But other than that, I don't really know.
Do we have a console downstairs? Or
She
in
like
the dorm?
brings his.
Oh, okay.
I would say, well, last year I lived in Uch, so everybody was just, you go outside of your room, there's something happening.
Right.
So it was just easy to like, just immerse yourself in that. I guess that's how, I guess I nurtured my friendships and stuff. Now that I live outside of Uch, it's kind of difficult because I don't see the same people that I used to see on a daily basis. And it's like, when you text them, let's get lunch or whatever, it's just like they might be busy or you might be busy at the time that they're available. So I'm still trying to navigate that. Honestly, like RJ said, like playing games and just like, activities that don't require much like planning
effort and stuff.
Like because when you're playing games, you just playing to enjoy, and then the next person is also enjoying it too, and then boom, your friendship is like rekindled or whatever, it's going strong and stuff. So yeah, it's just like activities that you don't really have to put too much effort into.
Me approaching friendships, I think it's the close friends that you have, keep them closer. Those are the ones that are beneficial to you and the ones that you probably will need on a day-to-day basis navigating things. And in terms of like creating and cultivating new friendships, it's all about being and doing what you also want done to you. So if you approach different people, strangers or people that you're just slightly familiar with some sort of baseline of love, positivity and respect, that can eventually grow into something that's natural. And for me, it's also like finding things to do with people. Like there's a lot of close friends I have here. It's like because of our busy schedules, we don't align, but we do have things that we do. Like I know, like from my acapella group, I'm always gonna see certain friends every Thursday and Sunday. Like that's just a given. Even though we have these busy schedules, we always align at this point in time. So little things like that, and also just sending a little checkup text or checkup call on your people whenever you get the chance to. That'll help sustain that friendship, and that's also something that they'll appreciate, and it can only bring you guys closer, not further apart. So just doing things like that.
For me, it just be a matter of communication. You never know what people be going through, especially going to Stanford. So many people be having so many, like, people got stuff going on in their lives, like a lot. We all busy. We all got our own things going on. We all are involved with stuff outside of Stanford as well. So as a result of that, just communicating with people and just letting them know, like, hey, the reason I've been distant recently was because I've been studying, or like, hey, the reason I haven't been able to talk to you the past few weeks is because I've been planning this big conference or project. So communication is very, very key, especially being in college and especially going to Stanford where everybody's busy. Just communicating, checking in with your people that you love and that support you is so essential.
Yeah. Do you feel like those relationships that they can stay strong if you don't see each other often?
Okay, so I have two different opinions on that. My first opinion is yes, it can stay strong. It's just a matter of communication. But my second opinion is the exact opposite, no. But the reason I say no on the other side is based on the fact that sometimes us being young college students, our communication skills is kind of a little bit lacking. And because of that, sometimes we lose touch with certain people that we used to be in cahoots with, or that we used to be have a strong connection with. And such connection can be rebuilt a lot of times, and sometimes it can't. So I feel like it's a matter of yes and no, but the key essential point is you have to communicate with the people that you love and just let them know what's going on in your life, and how you can further keep that relationship and maintain it.
I would also say check on yourself as well, like being comfortable with sometimes being alone, because people around you will almost always be busy with their own stuff that is going on in their life. So having like a positive relationship with yourself and knowing the certain activities that that you love to do, and it rejuvenates you as well, because being positive with yourself will also help you become more positive with other people around you. So yeah.
What is one thing that makes you really, really happy? And then what is a new thing that you discovered that makes you really, really happy?
I would say one thing that makes you really happy is just playing music. I play a bunch of different instruments, and that's just like my me time and stuff. I also like playing games as well when I can and I'm not busy. One thing that I learned that
like a new thing that you've tried since you've been here.
So recently, this past quarter, I took like a improv class, kind of. I always used to think that theater kids were weird. But I only took the class because it's like for a wage requirement. So, but I learned that I actually kind of do like acting, and that's weird for me to say. It's very weird.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm still gonna call theater kids weird, but it was a very fun, enjoyable experience that I had, and I find myself sometimes just not breaking into song, but like breaking into Breaking into no.
Yes, he do be singing.
No, I don't.
You sing Betty White.
Okay, yeah, for
You should do
sure.
black stage. You know,
You
black
said
stage.
breaking into songs.
I would say like
Now-
breaking into different characters. You
He
know?
do be singing.
Oh,
though.
yeah, he has hella accents and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
really
improv,
fun.
right?
Can you hit
Yeah.
the baby? Can you come my way song? Yeah,
Right now?
Yeah, hit it.
Baby, won't you come my way?
One hobby that I loved, I would say in high school, is definitely keeping up. Just keeping up with people. I like to check in with my people.
Yapping?
Yeah, I'm a yapper.
That's the hobby.
I love yapping.
Alright.
But I also like hearing other people yap as well.
Right.
You gotta listen.
Right.
Like I'm not one of them yappers that just be talking and then don't listen to other people. I love hearing the things that's going on in other people's lives. I love talking about politics and like real world things and just hearing different perspectives. And I feel like going here, that's so important because Stanford is very, very diverse. Like, and diversity is just more than just race. Like, diversity is experiences, it's religion, it's life, it's lifestyles. It's just so much. So just being a yapper and something new that I kind of discovered that I kind of like here is, hold on, let me think. Yeah, you gotta come back to me for that.
Okay.
So, I've always loved just biking here and just like trying to be a little bit mindful and just appreciative and just sometimes I don't know about y'all, but like sometimes the clouds be like crazy, the sunsets
and
crazy,
stuff,
the
yeah, they're
sunsets be
super
crazy.
pretty.
So I just try to be appreciative of that. I've always like that, even if I'm getting like cooked. Just like biking back just as a little bit more joy. And my new thing is skiing. Like if you talk to anyone who knows me, they know I've been talking about my skiing.
Didn't you? It's recent though, right?
Yeah, so I have a cousin who lives up in like Reading. So I went out with her last year, and that was like the highlight of my winter quarter.
Really?
Yeah, I was like taking like Amtrak, like 8 hours, like doing my work. Like, but it was like I was like hella motivated to do my work. But I don't know, people will be kind of looking at you sideways when you ski.
Is it because you're black?
Yeah. But I'm like, this is part of the this is part of the problem. Like they're trying. This is how they gatekeep it. It's because they stigmatize it.
It's fun, huh?
But it is expensive though. It is expensive. But if you can like find someone who skis, like if you take one lesson away from this video, is go ski.
Go ski.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've not heard that before either, too.
Yeah.
Skiing trip.
Yeah.
I think what I've done to make me happy in the past that I've kind of transformed is like music, songwriting. Like that's a huge part of like my background. Like, I always loved music, was in band a little bit, middle school. Just kept sustaining that. Like whenever I was stressed, I would sing a song. Whenever I had a lot of thoughts, I just pen it down, do like essays, poetry. And I've kind of continued that at Stanford, and I found people who saw potential in me to push that further. So like actually producing and making different things like songs has become an addition to my Stanford experience that I'm grateful for. And then a new hobby thing that makes me happy is just what they've said so far is like talking to people. I think being here, because you know the people that you see in class you also see like in your dorms or you see in the dining hall where you're getting dinner, which is different from high school. Right. So having access to talk to people regularly brings you a lot closer to them. So I've had the ability to have deeper, more in-depth conversations with people. I didn't really talk to people like that to where I could have like closer connections and then be able to talk about anything and still have fun. So yeah, I think that's the new hobby that I brought into this experience.
One thing I did discover that I love coming here, I thought about it, is definitely helping underserved communities. That's
volunteering.
Yeah, I just love doing stuff like that. Like, I love helping people. I love editing college essays, helping people get into top tier schools, especially people from low income backgrounds. I feel like a lot of times low income students have potential, and I feel like a lot of times their potential is overlooked due to the circumstances that they are put in. So I like to tear down them barriers and allow people to reach their full potential. So yeah.
Period. Okay. So we talked about Stanford being like hard and stuff, and like how you're constantly in the trenches, and then we talked about like what makes you happy. So like doing that makes you feel better. But what is like a wellness practice? Have you guys gotten into any wellness practices, whether it's like journaling, meditation, or like how have you taken care of your mental health?
For me, I would definitely highly recommend crying. I'm telling you,
I'm not even laughing. I'm not laughing.
Letting that out is so essential. Like, holding in emotions doesn't do anything but just tear you down, and it affects not only your stress, but it also affects your physical health as well. So just being able just to have a good cry session and just to really just be in touch with your emotions, especially with us being black men, I feel like in our community there's such a push to like, oh, you have to stay strong, or like, oh, you're a man, you shouldn't cry. I feel like as a black man, we go through a lot.
Yeah.
And just being able to just open up for once, especially when you're around people that love you, and just to finally just let it out and just to let your raw emotions out and just to be in touch with yourself is extremely important, especially going here. So if you're a black man watching, I highly recommend, if you're going through something, just let it out.
Facts. I only laughed because I like didn't expect that, and because he's not a serious person, bro. So like, I did not expect him to.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
you be crying.
No,
like,
no. I feel you, but I'm not laughing at crying. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
Yeah, I get you.
I would say, well, personally, I'm Christian, so I just cast all my worries onto God and
praying and
you know, yeah. So, but in terms of like feeling my own emotions, if I'm being honest, like a wellness activity.
Mm-hmm. I think praying is a wellness activity.
That's true actually. But yeah, so I would say praying for sure.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say nothing. Hoping for the best, but my hope is in God though, so that goes into praying as well. But yeah, like Quincy said, don't hold in your emotions. I wouldn't say find a distraction, because that is part of holding in your emotions, mm-hmm. or ignoring them. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, I find distractions all the time. It's something that I should work on, honestly. So, but yeah, personally, it's just praying.
Definitely, as a black man, you're just expected to kind of hold yourself in a certain way, mm-hmm. right? And yeah, that can be difficult. And I feel like it's good to be able to talk to people about that. If let it out. I went to CAPS, which is like at Stanford, the like mental health services. Mm-hmm. I think it's worth trying it out. Like, even I feel there's a big stigma with that, but it's worth trying it out. Like, I've done, meditation. Recently, prayer has been really helpful, and there's so many different kinds of prayer. Like, you can just say things that you're thankful for.
Right.
Even not have to be directed at nothing, but just putting it out there. I think there's something powerful about that. And I've also learned recently exercise. Like, if I don't exercise, like, I just go crazy. And I feel like there is like even if you're not like a big, you don't like work out all the time. I feel like if you just going for a walk, I think that there's a lot to that. So yeah, that's what I got.
My answer is it's basically what everyone else has said. It's like a combination of mind, body, and soul, different techniques for the mind. I think the solution to a lot of stress and insecurity is authenticity, so being true about yourself in the reality of situations, and being able to break that down by accessing your people, your communities, your family back home. At Stanford, they have the Fly Center, which is just a little center for first-generation low-income students, so you can go there, work there, get support. If it's an academic stress, there's a lot of tutors. We have single tutoring. For the body, we have gyms. Like, students can go to the gyms here free. There's 2 main gyms on campus, so that's a way that I can relieve stress, and something that I've done a lot. Not as much recently, because I've been busy, but, and then for the spirit, again, it's like with prayer. I think at least for me, relieving my confessions and my grievances to God helps me a lot.
Okay, we're going to talk about dating, just for dating in this generation. Thoughts? I'll just open it up like that.
I would say my experience is different than most people's, because in high school I very much was the nerd. So nobody
you said you were a nerd?
Oh, 100%. Nobody wanted to talk to me. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't really care that much. So, and I got here, and I was like, you know what? Let me break out of my introvert shell, kind of. So I tried to talk to people, and I got lucky.
And it worked.
Yeah. I got lucky super early. I found my person, and we're still together today.
Period.
Yeah, so it's been over a year now. But I know other people got like crazy stories. I don't know if I can speak much on that though. So, well, yeah.
I feel like freshman year, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Just kind of just like going, you know, just like going to frat.